Hi there, I'm Laura Grazier. This is my husband, Jeremy Grazier, and we are Pew Pew Ponies Horsemanship here in Arizona. So in 2016, I ran into a friend of mine who asked me, why don't you do mounted shooting? And I had no idea what mounted shooting was at the time. So she introduced me to somebody who had a practice, and I went and tried it, and I was instantly hooked. I then at that point sought out somebody who could help me reach the different levels of mounted shooting and show me how it was done, which brought me here to Arizona. So when I moved out here about 2.5 years ago, our property was completely blank. We had to add the horse parts. So I was looking for something that was efficient, that was very nice and clean looking, that was going to provide proper shade for my animals, and something easy to put together, very simple. And so we found Seven Peaks Fence and Barn, and they were extremely accommodating. Not only did they come out and deliver right away, but they answered every single question that we had about how to set it up, what is the best shape to set it up, what the angles, even down to the direction that the sunlight came onto our property, and assisted us with putting up these wonderful hardtop shades. This is a 20 by 20, 5-panel standard rail. And this here is Flash. So Flash here, he is one of my main horses that I use for lessons and teaching horsemanship. He is also a finished mounted shooting horse, and he also helps with all of the young horse checklist on our full foundation program. So he very much is lovable and loves everybody. He is technically a pony at 13.3 hands, and he definitely does keep up with the big horses. So he is a big love. He loves everything here. Being able to give him the amount of space that he needs to move around in his pen to keep him healthy and keep him mobile is definitely one of the benefits of having the 20 by 20 size. It's just big enough to where you're not running around cleaning up too much poop, but also not small enough to where you're gonna cramp your horse. So our adult horsemanship program also entails a lot of groundwork, desensitizing. We'll teach you rein handling, saddle positioning, but even before that, we want you to have the skills to be able to handle horses on an everyday level. So we teach parts of the saddle, parts of the horse, how to pick feet, how to put your saddle and tack on. We also teach how to pick stalls and all of the extra stuff that comes in between. Because even if you decide you don't want to ride, you still have to care for the animal. That animal's depending on you, and we got to start somewhere. So we show you how to do all that. If you decide to ride, then we can help you with riding. If you decide to just have a horse as your best friend or your pet, your pasture, so be it. But as long as you have the horsemanship skills, or if you have questions, that's what we're here for. This here is Roy. Roy is actually one of our boarders, and his mom brought him in here from Kentucky. He supposedly had been turned out with cows previously, and one day we had an incident in the open range where we are. There are loose cows everywhere. One darted across the road, scared the heck out of him, and he actually launched himself through this panel. Now this is the 5-rail standard panel, and it's not the heavy duty one, but it held him very, very well. He actually ended up bending this top piece here, and we were very fortunate that he was safe. And that panel sat there for probably the next couple days before we could get the replacement, which was also very easy. Called and talked to Jordan over in Mesa, and they just sent us another replacement panel. Simple as can be. This one here is Wesson, and he is actually my main shooting horse. I actually use him for a lot of different things, but his favorite thing to do is do mounted shooting. He came to me as a gift from a friend, and I raised him up from a 2-year-old. He also went through our starting full foundation checklist, and everything that I've done with him so far has been super easy to roll into since then. Again, the shades and the panels and everything has just been real simple and safe for our horses, as our move down here was really, really seamless. This one here is, this is Dinah, or Dynamite, and she is 3.5. I started her on gunfire and that desensitizing checklist for our full foundation checklist from day one. And she has been absolutely lovely. Come here. Come here. Here. She's still a baby. She's still learning a lot of things, but the more we get her out, the more we get her moving, and the more trail rides and drills, hello, hi, the better she gets. She's still gaining a little bit of confidence under saddle when it comes to speed, but most things that she does not care. She's very, very easygoing. So Pew Pew Ponies, you can find us on social medias and Facebook, Instagram, and we do have a website that will soon be up and running. You can contact us by email or phone number, and also, of course, on any messengers.